Alright, here we go. 10, 11, 12. Seem to be experiencing a small amount of lag, that's too bad. Alright. I'm gonna try my 15 hatch build again. See what happens. Hopefully I won't mess it up this time. So of course starting with the standard split. Come on, Overlord scouting. See, I don't know if I explained this in my last video, but this 15 hatch build, yeah, just build a lot of drones, get a huge economy. And the way it happens is just about the time your hatch finishes. Your pool will finish as well as an overlord, so you build 2 queens instantly, along with a bunch of drones. Or, I think I said that wrong. You know, I'm just kind of fucking up this whole thing because I already forgot an overlord. I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but yeah, I don't know. I'll just try to explain the build as I go through it. Actually, I don't know who I'm going up against. What race? And I'm getting lag! Alright, it's a Protoss. So I'm not doing anything but building drones. No drones. La-di-da-di-da. At right about 200 minerals, grab a drone, send them out to your natural. And build that hatchery. And then build another drone. And another drone. And then put down your gas. And then what's going to happen is you're going to build 2 more drones. And right as you build that second one, you should have enough to put down a spawning pool. So you do that. Just like that, basically. Get your 3 guys mining gas. Now I'm pretty sure you can actually build 2 more drones here. So you get up to 18 supply. And you'll kind of watch the spawning pool because the progress bar needs to be about right here by the time you build your overlord, or else it won't pop in time for everything to work out quite so smoothly. And there we go. That's probably a little late, but we're gonna try to make it work anyway. And also what happens is you get about 100 gas just as this pool finishes, so you can go right into metabolic boost if you so choose. Oh shit, lag. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, 300 minerals. Make your 2 queens. There's the overlord. Yeehaw. I'm gonna make a couple zerglings to try to be safe and deny scouting. There's his probe. And here is the Protoss. Looks like he's going for a techie build. A Twilight Council. What the hell is this guy doing? I forgot overlords. Actually, I don't want that guy to have built pylons in my base. So I typically build a creep tumor and then spawn larvae at my natural. It's just sort of a pretty solid way to go. Looks like this guy's cannoning in, or pyloning, walling in. Oh right, don't forget your lair. Try to keep up on your overlords. Go ahead and keep making those probies. Larva injects. Keep spreading your creep. Gonna check on that thing. A dark shrine indeed. So I need that layer up. I'll get a second gas, which will just be nifty. He's getting another gateway. There's the pylon. Awesome. So then hopefully I'll be able to kill this thing and he won't have gotten anything done. Don't want to forget to put probes in gas. But only put 3. Get some upgrades. And overlords. Spawn creep. But yeah, that's one thing to look out for that I almost forgot about. If he's doing some sort of cheesy play like that, be careful to check around your base too. He didn't put a pylon inside my base, which is what I was expecting, but he certainly got one just outside. And he can still warp stuff in, even if the pylon is down there. So there's some zealots coming out. This is not the overlord I wanted. I actually wanted an overseer, which I've already hotkeyed, it appears. Oh, we killed my creep tumor. How is that clumsy? Whoa. I got a nice surround on him there. Yeehaw. BR. I need some higher tech. Get some Hydras. Actually, I'm going to go double Evo. And more drones. Get some gas. Spread some creep. Actually, I'm going to build this over here. Actually, I'm kind of low on drones over here, but whatever. Send another probe to the front of his base. See what he's playing around with. Send an overlord in because you have it. Just kind of do that on some stuff. I did not get that upgrade. I must have forgotten the gas, which means that this guy's gonna die. Alright, cool. But these are up. Get some upgrades. Don't forget to spread creep or spawn larva. Put some drones in gas. Put overlords around the map. Build a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of minerals, may as well get some more whatchamacallums. Now I'm also kind of keeping an eye on this mini-map to see when guys move out, when the Protoss moves out. Because whenever that is, I need to be ready to build units. I actually didn't remember building that there. Whatever. I'll make that guy an overseer. Spawn some more creep. A creep tumor. Some roaches. Get some meat to my army. I'm just bad with overlords. Alright. Also, whoop, that's the wrong button. Alright. So getting, whatchamacallit. Yeah, so whatchamacallit, that's exactly what you want. Infestation pit for hive tech. Because hives are good. Don't forget to keep up on those upgrades. Keep spreading your creep like that. Good, good. Don't forget overlords. When you have a bunch of money, feel absolutely free to just make a bunch. Oops, I did my hotkeys wrong. So make a bunch of drones, saturate that new base of yours, spread some creep. Oh yeah, I don't know if I actually said it, but okay, hydralisks, awesome. Let's get started on that hive tech. Get building a couple of these things. Because they're good to have. I need gas. If you can, put your overlords in sort of these gaps around the map. Just these empty spaces, and that way you can see when stuff is creeping up. I didn't have my rally set right. I'm just gonna send all these guys over here. But I need overlords and hydralisks. And so then I know that he has void rays out. So put your hydralisks in a separate hotkey so that you don't bring your entire army back to defend against stuff when they push out or when they try to harass your base. Again, just try to... Okay, I didn't have this guy hotkeyed. But yeah, try to keep your eye on the minimap. See what's going on. LOL. Oh, I don't have enough for one more. Oh well. He's gonna go hide, basically. Time to get some more gas. And I already see them late on injects. Just kind of pump out a bunch of shit. Fantastic. And just because I don't want him going DT, because I know he can. Actually, I'm going to get a preemptive spire, but yeah, I'm going to put up some detection just kind of around. Oh, I think I forgot to build overlords, but I just have creep, so... Or I just got those injects done. Yeah, here we go. Here's my little rally point. I don't know what I have with all these overlords or whatever hanging around, but basically, get yourself an army. Oh, I messed up my hotkeys again. Send in a sacrificial overlord for the scout, why not? You'll see what's coming ahead of time before you just kind of run in with your army. Don't want to forget that creep spread. I know I just did. And so this guy is kind of turtling. That's a lot of void rays. which means well, at this point, grab another expo or two. Make sure you have plenty of gas. He has that gold expo. I guess not too much I can do about that. Just kind of throw down creep everywhere because I can. And go kill him. And so now this is sort of basically a 200 food push, or 300 food push. I have this massive army running in. I've built up a trust fund of money, which means that as soon as my army dies, I can just kind of remake it quite rapidly. Actually, I didn't have to because I just kind of killed everything he had. But I'm just going to make a bunch of zerglings. Oh, right. Something you don't want to forget is adrenal glands. Those upgrades just finished. So get some melee attack. Gonna want more gas. He does have DTs. Ha! Not gonna do much good against all these zerglings though. And so, yeah. I'll just kind of keep making units. And I know I have this one, so I'm not really too worried. He went carriers. Can take this guy. Oh no, he wanted to pick that off. Alright, cool. But basically what... Oh wait, well I guess I already have... Alright, so I want air detection at all my bases. Detection that his DTs can't kill off. Which is exactly what'll happen if he decides to come back and just kind of kill me. Which is a great counter to everything. Except he doesn't have a base anymore. So I'm pretty sure he's about to get eliminated, and that's the game. Yeah. My macro could have been a lot better, obviously. I have 6,000 minerals and 3,000 gas. Not very good. Sure, this guy could have done a lot better. Could have put a lot more pressure on me, but he didn't. Which, as a Zerg player, that is wonderful. But yeah. You saw that I had a bunch of resources. I got those 2 bases up and running pretty fast. And then I could just macro up a big army quite fast. I forgot Overlords a lot, but whatever. I could have expanded a lot faster. With how many minerals I had, I really should have put down a macro hatch or 2 in my main. And I could have just grabbed every bit of tech I could and just got every single upgrade. And that would have been another good thing for me to do. I probably should have gotten a 3rd queen faster. But, yeah. I also could have droned better. I didn't need as much of an army as I had. He took so long to attack. But it turned out not to matter. But ideally, I would have had those bases like fully saturated before I started really building any units except for those initial like 2 or 4 lings. If he wasn't attacking. If he was attacking, then I should have made exactly however many units I needed to defend, and then I'd go right back to droning and I'd just saturate all my bases entirely. And then expand, maybe saturate another base, and just keep getting upgrades and wada wada wada. You can see here how my resource rate or resource collection rate, that is, just kind of took off at the beginning and was higher than his for almost the entire game, except he had the gold, and I'm sure he saturated that. What was I saying? Yeah, so gold tends to give you a really good resource collection rate. I could have gone and killed that off. Perhaps I should have, but I didn't. So yeah, if you just kind of like watch my production, it shouldn't really be like anything but drones, nothing but drones, nothing but drones. So yeah, that's my build. 15 hatch, though I should have gotten a 9 overlord. 16 gas, 17 pool. You keep going. And I swear to God that one time I built an overlord on 18. But the point is, the overlord and your pool and your hatch finish at all about the same time, and you have 300 minerals, so you can build 2 queens. But then you have this base pretty well saturated, so you can pretty quickly also get Zergling speed, which is just really useful for like everything. So just get it as surely as you get queens, basically. Yeah, and then ideally you just keep droning up. You see, I'm just making a bunch of drones. I don't need an army. He's not attacking me, and I can see that not only because I have overlords in his base, but one of the things you do with these Zerglings is run them up here, put them about right here, let them sit there, and then you can see when his army runs out of his base. And it takes a while to get all the way across here. So what you do is, as soon as you see him moving out, you're keeping an eye on your minimap, or as soon as you happen to get attacked and realize, oh wait, my Zergling is dead, then you just kind of assume he's moving out, assume he has an army, and then you just kind of instantly make a bunch of Zerglings or roaches. On a lot of maps you have time to even build spine crawlers. They take 50 seconds, but if you put them down immediately, it doesn't matter, because a lot of times it just takes 50 seconds for them to cross the map. So yeah, this guy didn't really know what he was doing, I guess. Let's actually look at his first person. So he sent across 4 zealots. If he was better, he would have done that earlier to keep me from making all those Zerglings. Or all those drones, sorry. If I was better, I would have seen that he was going for that, because I knew that he was coming across the map. I was just hoping that Creep Tumor would finish before he got there. And actually, just because I'm kind of curious. Yeah, like a second more and it would have finished. So, I was pretty damn close, I just was slightly off. But yeah, you can see right now my income is way higher than his. I have a lot more workers, but it's all cool. So then I had these Zerglings. I did build more than I really needed to, but that can't hurt. Well, I mean, it can, but don't worry about it is my point. It's better to make sure you're safe and make sure you don't lose the game than that you don't build some drones quite as early as you can. And now actually I'm not... Oh wait, no, there's some drones. And a few more units actually, I guess. How many units we got? Yeah, I just have a bunch of drones. I'm still making them, for the most part. It was just a mistake on my part to realize I didn't have that overlord speed. I was supposed to have researched it earlier, but I guess I didn't have enough gas and just didn't quite catch on. I have 3,000 resources right now. It's very hard to spend that much, so I could probably just put down bases over here and over here, take my gold, put down another macro hatch like somewhere around here, and just kind of do a bunch. You can see my Zergling here sitting around to watch when he moves out, but he's kind of good about picking it off, so I should have moved it up here a bit more. He eventually expanded, but I also have expanded again, though it's still going up. But like I said, I have so many resources, I really should have expanded a couple more times. But look at my army. Oh wait, never mind. My army value is bigger than his, but not because I haven't been droning up. You can see I have full saturation there. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. I could have saturated that better. But in this particular game, it just kind of didn't matter because I had so much. So yeah, this guy's pretty passive. He's just massing up Void Rays, I guess. And somewhere along the line, he got a bunch of DTs. I thought I had one of my overseers follow my army, because I knew he had that Dark Shrine. I didn't want him making a bunch of Dark Templar, that's what they're called, and killing off my army, which he did do, kind of, except I just happen to have a much bigger army. But that's beside the point. You don't want your army getting needlessly slaughtered by Dark Templars. So I tried to have Overseer follow my units, but I messed up and it didn't happen. Or maybe just kill the Overseer, I don't know. I'll have to watch, I guess, when the battle comes. So now he has the gold, but my income is still higher than his, even though his is climbing, kind of. I don't know, maybe he'll saturate this more later. But yeah, his main is mined out. Mine is not mined out. Whoopsie daisies. My army is bigger than his. Not necessarily in costs and stuff, but I have so much damage output with all these Hydralisks because he went Mass Void Ray. And so I wanted to deal with that, but then I also have a bunch of Zerglings and roaches, enough to slaughter his ground army. And then even if I'm still fighting with these Hydralisks against the Void Rays, the rest of my army could just run in and kill him, and then he'd have to pull back his Void Rays. But yeah, so there's my Overseer. And he's like, hey, I have Dark Templar, and so he kills it! Not yet. There we go. So yeah, my army, holy shit, I slaughtered that. I guess I did kill the Dark Templar before he got in there. But then he comes along. I went after his freshest, meatiest, juiciest base first. Sure, there's always the appeal of getting into his main and killing off tech, which is nice, but I would have had to fight through this base. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. The one was high yield. High yield bases are good choices to kill off, especially if you know you haven't had them for that long. Having that creep spread all over the map, I mean, look at his vision. It's right here, along with Dark Templar, I don't want to forget those, against basically the entire fucking map. That's how I play. It's a good way to play, even if you're not really keeping that great of an eye on the mini-map. You'll still have vision all over the place, so you might be able to just notice things. Yeah, I don't know. I rolled over him. That's cool. I'm in the process of laddering up and practicing some more. Actually, I'm just realizing that there's sort of a dual purpose to these. An unintentional... Well, if it's unintentional, it's not a purpose. Anyway, it was... Whoops.